Hi, and it is the fifth Sunday of Lent. This gospel this week is one of those extraordinary gospels. It's a great, just like the last couple of weeks. But this is the gospel that is the raising of Lazarus from the dead. I could probably talk to you on this gospel for about 30 minutes because there's so much stuff in it, but I'm going to keep it to 3 minutes. When we look at this gospel, the part that I want you to reflect on today is the fact that Martha and Mary only could speak from their own experience. And so although they were good friends with Jesus, they loved Jesus, they listened to what he said and did, when they were confronted, especially Martha, with the idea that, do you believe that your brother will rise from the dead? And all she could speak of, because she had never experienced anything like that before, was her faith. And she said, yeah, I believe in everything that you've said to me. I know that you are, Jesus the Christ, and that he will rise on the last day. But she was more concerned by the fact that if Jesus had been with her, it would not have happened. And Jesus reassures her and says, Martha, what's going to happen is something that will increase your faith and Mary's faith, and even more importantly, it's going to increase the faith of the people of this town that live with you, that know all that has happened. And so Jesus gives them this incredible step of faith in their own journey with him. The fact that he raises Lazarus from the dead, someone who had been dead in the tomb for several days. He is able to do that and prays to God to say, I do this so that people's faith will be increased. That's the same invitation that Jesus is giving all of us as we listen to this gospel this week. He wants to deepen our experience. He wants us to take that step of faith, maybe out of our own comfort zone sometimes, to really put our trust in the Lord. Have you ever had the experience where you've been praying for something for a long time, and then all of a sudden you see God's plan work out in a different way? I can tell you on a quick note that I've had a lot of health issues with my mother in the past year, and she's gone from one rehab to another rehab for different surgeries that she's had. It has been a grueling process, and we have been working on where she is going to be living and where she can go to a rehab that is good for her. She's had some wonderful experiences, but with insurance and everything else, we've had to keep moving her. Well, finally I got a call this week from the Little Sisters of the Poor in Totowa, the St. Joseph home there, and they have a bed for her. And I was absolutely floored. I was flabbergasted because of the fact that I didn't even expect that to be able to be on the table. It was something that we had tried last year. We had put an application in, but there was no beds that were available. And out of the blue, this came through. So it's part of what I realized, how God is really taking care of, in charge of our lives. So I share that with you because that's the invitation that Jesus wants us to look at in our own lives. Come and be part of Church of the Nativity in Midland Park, New Jersey. We need to see you at Mass. We need to pray with you, because it's only when we're all together that we can really understand how God is speaking to us. We have some great things coming up this weekend that I want to remind you. This Saturday at 12 noon, we have our communal penance service, which is going to be up at St. Paul's, and it's all the parishes, 4 parishes in the area that are combining for this. So there'll be a lot of priests there. We hope to see you and your family there to do your Lenten duty, which would be great, your Easter duty. And then on Sunday, we have this great presentation from the Xavier Company, which is a group of young adults that are actors and actresses from St. Francis Xavier Church in New York City. They're coming all the way out here, and they're going to do the Passion of Christ through music, song, and dance. And that's going to be at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Again, a great family thing, something that's wonderfully visual and audio, and just a way that we can really begin to enter into next week, which will be Palm Sunday already. And then finally, the weekend afterwards, on April the 12th, we have our big clothing drive for our St. Francis Closet. We did this back in October. We're doing it again now in April. So it's a good time to clean out those closets and trunks and drawers to get room in your life for so many other things. God bless you.